And welcome back, guys, to the Off Air podcast. I am E, and I'm followed with my co-hosts here, Ethan and Christina.
Hi.
And we have a guest, and that's Dylan over there.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. We are all gamers, okay? Today we are gaming, we are gamers, and we're talking about games, okay?
I just want to
Yes.
interject. I'm not a gamer at all.
She's a gamer.
She's a fake
Well,
gamer.
you've played video games before.
I've played video games, but I think there's a difference between being a gamer and playing video games. So I just want to, before y'all come for me and stuff in the comments, I'm learning from them. These are seasoned
Yes.
pros.
Yes.
So, but I do play video games.
Yes.
So.
I hope you guys heard of FaZe. Yeah, those guys are actually pretty amateur.
That's crazy. to say.
I think we're gonna go around. I won't start, but we'll talk about like our, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I started off with Age of Empires. I'm an RTS head, guys. So
That's
I was
classic.
Yeah, I was. That's it does ages me maybe a little bit, but that was my start. The good old XP, the kind of
Right.
insert the editor, whoever does this. But you guys could probably chime in.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys. Yeah, I don't know what your first games were.
Oh, that's a classic. Trying to think back. Probably the first thing I ever played was like an old PlayStation I had, like the old like PS1. Like I think my dad had an old PS1. I played Crash Bandicoot 3 on that. I remember that specifically because that game was hard as hell, and I also didn't have the like the save state card you needed because back in the old days you used to have a memory card to save
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'd keep replaying like the first like 3 areas just because I could never save the progress on it. You had to like actually leave the PlayStation on in order to get any further.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
Oh.
the same thing with me. Yeah, my first gaming system was the PS1, and I would play Hot Wheels. Was the first game I ever played.
Nice.
And loved it. It was the first racing game. After that, I got into like Gran Turismo and other games through the PS2 when that came out. But yeah, that was my first gaming experience. Was playing that with my dad and back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a good
Nice.
time.
Cool.
Do you have any brothers, Dylan? Or
I
is it
don't.
just
I have a
one
sister who I got a little bit into gaming. She's
Oh.
a beast at Mario Kart now.
That's funny.
She was tearing everybody apart in college. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, off of that, Mario Kart, I remember, and then, like he said, Crash Bandicoot, I don't know which one, and then Tekken were my first 3 ever, like the memory I have.
Wow.
And my sister and I had a PlayStation 1, and then we also had a Wii.
Everyone had a Wii.
Yeah.
The 2000s.
Yeah, true.
Wii Tennis.
That was the
I
way to
played
go.
that.
Wii
Yeah.
Sports was the best.
Uh-huh.
That soundtrack is
Dude.
legendary.
No, literally.
Meet
I
me
played
in
that.
Wii bowling, dude. It's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, the bowling one, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Just for context for anyone listening, my first console I'd say is the PS1. So I was playing Spyro off of that. So
Oh yeah, I remember the
Yeah.
little demo disc you could get in like Crash.
The-
There's like a secret
yeah.
code you could put in. You could play like the secret demo of Spyro.
Yeah, they had that in the jam packs that we used to get.
Oh yeah.
They'd
Yes.
come in. I don't even know where we got them from, but we used to have jam packs. We'd have like 5 demo discs on there. It was so much fun.
Yes.
I feel like that kind of inspired like our tastes now. Like depending on whatever game you played first when you were a kid, that's like the still you kind of like those genres. I think.
Yeah, because I think, especially for mines, I think predominantly, I think it was like RTSs, because like Age of Empires 3 turned into Command and Conquer. That's like a huge series. Much older people know about that one, and then that turns into Dota.
Oh, gosh.
It is also turned into Civilization and stuff like that. So,
That's much more respectable than Dota.
yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense because
Yeah.
like my first fighting game was Tekken. Much like yours, I played Tekken 5 on the PS2, and I loved the game. Like played it
Yeah.
constantly. And recently came to find out that for the what do you call it? The tournaments for Tekken.
okay.
They used to host Tekken tournaments down here called Final Round.
Oh, cool.
And Atlanta is kind of like a big hub for Tekken in
Right.
particular.
Wow.
So like a lot of pro
Oh.
players come fight here, New York, and LA.
Was it
Oh,
like
wow.
are the developers from Atlanta?
No,
Or,
the
like,
developers
no?
are overseas. There's Bandai
Oh.
Namco.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
It's
like
just we
Japan.
have a American scene with Tekken because of the history of arcades that were happening.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
Tekken 3,
Mhm.
which was the biggest like breakout Tekken that came
Yeah.
out. It was that whole cabinet was cheaper than the Virtua Fighter 3, which was the other more advanced game
Yeah.
that ran on a bigger chip,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
But yeah, Atlanta, they started buying Tekken 3 machines because it was cheaper than Virtua Fighter, and the arcades were being phased out because they don't have as much foot traffic anymore. Because you'd have Atlanta that, you go to a mall and you could play like arcade and things like that.
Yeah.
Once that started getting depopularized, the only places that really had true arcade fighting places would be like New York, because you have a lot of foot traffic going
Yeah.
through there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
But
I didn't know that.
yeah, Tekken also blew up because of consoles. Because
Right.
it came out on the PS2, Tekken 3.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was the PS1 for Tekken 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would play, a lot of people from the South that couldn't go to the arcades, you'd play Tekken.
Oh. Huh. Good to know.
Oh, you know a lot about Tekken.
There's
I love
Tekken
Tekken.
lore, y'all.
Yeah, it was Tekken lore. I think just to real quick to go around, I guess if we could kind of specify our like kind of favorite genres, I think, just so people can know.
Yeah.
I'll try to start it off. So mine's, I'll say, is definitely like it's between. Well, I'll say it's two, but it's like RPGs I've liked. I have a Fallout shirt on, so this is Nuka Cola, and then we have two Vault Dwellers over here. I'm a Vault 111 head. Yeah, Fallout 4 forever. But
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fallout 4?
yeah, it's
Was that
honestly
your first one?
it was.
Okay.
But
That makes
honestly,
sense.
it's really because of the mods. I was one of
Okay.
those fans
Yeah,
because
yeah.
those people are still playing it like right now.
I mean, that's how you play Fallout, is modding it. It's
Yeah,
just so
yeah,
much
yeah.
fun.
Fallout 4 is more of a mod engine than it is an actual game.
honestly, it's weird. It's very weird. So I've been attached to like RPGs when it comes to that game at least, and it's really just been overarching like strategy and like. At least for that one, like it falls under like city builders, settlement builders. You have the turn based, you have real time, you have I think MOBAs go under there too. So it's pretty expansive, but I just seem to like every subgenre of that. So I'm not too picky about it in a way.
Right.
So, but I think you guys have other genres and subgenres you probably like the most.
Yeah. Honestly, I've kind of ignoring like RPGs. You kind of already brushed on that a little bit. I guess shooters. I've always been a big like first-person shooter person, which is kind of weird because I started out for the longest time. I wasn't because I grew up in like a household where it was kind of sheltered. I didn't really get to play like
Dang.
many shooters when I was a kid.
You had
or,
good
like,
parents.
Yeah. So, of course, when I picked it up for the first time, I was pretty bad. Like, I think my first shooter was Half-Life 2, which is like really old, like 2004.
Great game.
Yeah, really good
Yeah.
game. But now I guess I kind of play a lot of like more like indie shooters now. Well, I'm a big fan of Ultra Kill. I don't know if anyone's heard of
Ultra
that.
Kill is amazing. Love that
Yes.
game.
That's like a really high reflex, high skill ceiling kind of first-person shooter where it's like all reflexes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I also like Titanfall. Big fan of Titanfall too. That's probably one of my favorite like
I've seen
shooters ever.
Yeah.
gameplay of that recently. Yeah, it's actually really good.
Oh, no,
that
it's
looks
insane.
crazy.
I
yeah.
love like mech games like that. That's insane. I also like Armored Core. Armored Core is really good.
Yeah, Armored Core 6 is probably one of my favorite mech. Well, it was the first and only mech game I started with, and then I started going and playing back through the series.
Yeah.
But Armored Core 6 is amazing with different weapon customization stuff you can do with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how far back that stuff goes? Because
Armored
I've
Core?
seen people, because I've
Oh.
seen like just really like
Dude, they've been there going since the '90s. That was
Yeah.
like before.
it's much. It has an older fan base, is what I understand from it.
That's
Yeah.
what FromSoft was putting out before they were making. Do you know Dark Souls? Have you heard of Dark Souls at all? Okay.
Again.
So like
I'm not going to know majority of the games you're saying.
So like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, all their games are like third-person like sword fighting games. kind
Okay.
of.
Third person is like in. Oh, okay. I was,
Like-
I was-
You're
yeah.
looking over the shoulder.
yeah. It's like Red Dead Redemption.
Okay. Oh,
That's
yeah.
third
Which
person.
Third person. Yeah.
the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they before they were making that, they were making their big bread and butter was like the Armored Core games. They were making like all mech games before Dark Souls got really big in the West. So
Gotcha.
that's kind
Okay.
of what they were known for the long time. There's like so many Armored Core games, it's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's only like one tendency because like first person is pretty like you're in the perspective of the person, and I think there's like I don't know if it's considered this or not, but I think the Resident Evil when it did the like revolutionary like camera angles where it's like in the corner of a room and you like walk around, I think that they counted that as like second perspective, and then third is
see
like
that.
it follows, but I'm not sure about
I think
that.
they're both kind of third person.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how you do second perspective on like in a video game. I don't even know how you do that in like
I
in
don't
a
think
Well, I
story.
always thought of that as like top down.
Yeah.
I think
So-
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean-
not. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That's not exactly third person in a way.
Right.
Yeah. That's-
What? I'm sorry. What is top down?
So top down is when you have the camera that is above your character.
Oh.
And so it could be like a twin stick shooter, which means you're using both analog sticks to shoot in different directions, and you have like zombies coming or whatever you're fighting.
Oh.
The original Helldivers was like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Very good game, also.
See, I always thought like second person would be like platformers, because like you're kind of
2D,
looking.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not only it's a 2D, you're also watching from somebody. It's not third person. even
Yeah,
though you're
I feel like we're
watching.
going into semantics of what
Well-
camera angle is what.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, but video game genres I'm into are story games.
Which is interesting in itself because now that video games has become like almost like an art form, like every genre has stories.
Yeah.
Like even my like Command and Conquer like 3 or whatever. This is about a world where like an alien crystal crashes into Earth, and now it's like a valuable human resource, and we use it to like fight other. Yeah, it's like there's a whole story, and like. There's like memes in there, or whatever. This bald dude or whatever named Kane, like he's like worshipped as like a god and all. Like it's
Oh,
like
wow.
yeah, but it's like story rich there too because people criticize the later ones because it's like it's not Tiberian Wars, or it's like before that it's not like the stories I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
kind of thing. So I think it's interesting now to have like video games now. There's like story specific.
Yeah.
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 Because it's like it's weird to like genre stuff now where like mechanics don't really matter in a way. It's more of like it's something
There's more
different.
Of a
Yeah.
personal story now. Like
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Last of Us, that's a big story.
Yes. Yes. The Last of Us is really good.
Go ahead and finish. I'm yapping.
Oh no, you're good. They're taking the center stage with this. I'm here to learn and listen, but I like Telltale games, The Walking Dead. Big fan of currently the Amanda the Adventurer, which has a lot of lore, but I digress. I like Batman Arkham Asylum. I was playing that actually last year, so it just has really good final boss scenes. I love Scarecrow. I love Two-Face. So it's yeah. And then I played Arkham Knight at my cousin's house. I think I like Asylum better, but Arkham Knight is cool. Okay. I like Arkham Asylum better. Just don't yeah.
Night is a bit of a jump to
It-
like a different
yeah,
pace. Like,
yeah.
Night is a lot faster than Asylum is.
Yes.
You want to know
So
how
that's
to
probably
unlock
why.
Batman on Arkham Knight? That video is hilarious.
And yeah, I was playing this game by a developer on YouTube. He's like an independent. It's Yandere Dev. Have you guys heard of him?
Oh, Yandori
Oh.
Simulator.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm saying it wrong. Yeah.
I think it was high school. My sister watched a lot of it.
It's
and
really
she got
twisted.
me into it. Yeah.
It's fun, but it's really twisted. And he's been developing the game for like 10 years now.
Yes.
So there's still like more updates coming, I presume. But it's like about a girl in high school who's obsessed with this guy, and any girl that approaches
Senpai.
him, yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Gosh.
it's one of those. But it's really fun. It's really fun. I just like stuff that has like lore to it.
Oh yeah. I get
It's
that.
fun. It's
Yeah.
fun.
I like lore games. I'm also a big fan of like different art styles. If a game has a really
Oh.
like interesting art style, I will
Mhm.
very obviously gravitate towards it. Hollow Knight, I'm a big fan of that because that's all like hand drawn 2D animation.
yeah.
Dead Cells is another one
Dead
of my
Cells
favorites.
is really good.
Oh, I've seen that. I haven't played it though. But yeah.
And I'm gonna recommend this one for you, Christina. If you ever played Ina,
Oh yeah, he was telling me about that.
you should check that out. That's a really weird art style. It's like every character is kind of like. Do you know what AMV is kind of? Or not AMV, PMV. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, there's these old
Whatever
games
you're talking
that used
about,
to be
I don't
like old video games of like the 90s or whatever that used to be
I
like,
like
more
that
like
those kind of
Oh.
graphics.
yeah, using like kind of video file footage instead of like hand animation.
Oh
so
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It kind of each
That's
character
how-
is
yeah.
animated in like a different style. It's kind of a mishmash.
Oh, I
animation.
like that. Like
It's
the
like-
adventure, Amazing Adventures of Gumball, which
Yeah.
is a show.
kind of like that, except it's
Oh.
like very weird and like experimental, like story game.
Okay, I've got a.
It's like abstract, super abstract.
How much is the game?
It's
'Cause
free right now.
Oh, it's
just-
free?
This is the like demo free
Oh.
chapters.
I
out.
like free 99. Okay.
Shame.
Okay.
There's chapters still coming, but it just released. This is like the demo. It's like overwhelmingly positive though. It's doing really
Oh.
well right now.
Okay. Okay, well, on that topic, what are game recommendations that you guys think are good for people like me that are like not skilled in shooting or technically?
Well,
Like,
the one you already
Either.
touched on was Telltale games.
Yeah.
I really enjoy those too. Like, I
Yeah.
just started playing through the Borderlands Telltale
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
And it's very funny.
Yes.
It's good. Like, very well written.
Right.
Better than some of the newer Borderlands games. But
yeah.
Oh, wow.
yeah, Telltale games are a good start. I think 2D platformers are very easy to get into.
Okay.
Like, for example, I was playing through It Takes Two with my girlfriend, and through the 2D sections, and she's never touched a controller. Through the 2D sections, she was killing it. She'd go straight through.
okay.
It was great. And she had played like some 2D. She was not used to 3D like analog stick manipulation, moving the camera around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you learn that, and think for us, since we've been playing games since we were kids,
Yeah.
Right.
it's very intuitive to us that it makes sense.
Muscle memory.
But
yeah.
someone who's never touched like a DualShock controller or anything,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Like, you have to sit there and figure it out for a little while.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd say anything 2D is
Okay.
good to start with.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think
What about you?
for me, well, mine, at least for the genre I described that I liked, I don't know. I don't know if it's me being just hindsighted or something, but I don't know if there's like anything that's like easy to get into per se. But I think on the outsides of that like genre exists this thing called cozy gaming. So yeah, so it's the Stardew Valleys, it's the those kind of things. What's the name of that one thing? When you have like rent and a mortgage you have to pay off. It's a Nintendo game.
Life?
Sounds like real life.
When you pay rent and then they take away your rent.
Oh God.
Animal
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh.
those kind of cozy games.
Yeah.
Something that's really chill and stuff like that. And there's like a lot of like clones because I think Stardew Valley. No, sorry. Sun Harvest, Moon Harvest. Whoa, man, I'm destroying these names. But anyways, the main game that everyone should know about that Stardew Valley kind of pulled from and also started this whole like cozy gaming kind of craze and stuff like that. I think those are like really like they're easygoing, and for Stardew Valley being on PC and actually on like now it's on Xbox and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about if you don't like a lot of like combat and stuff. It's like it's very minimal on that, but it's a lot about just like management. So like you're like trying to make money, you're trying to talk to a bunch of people and all these other like life encompassing things
Yeah.
rather than like shooting up and stuff, which is still fun. But it's just like a different take on like of like gaming in a way.
Oh.
So yeah, and
like
it's like dual purpose. So like a cozy game doesn't have to be like what I just described, but it's more so about as like an aesthetic, if anything.
Yeah.
So if it's just like really chill in general, if it's like Stardew Valley, like it's pretty fun.
I like that, and I
Yeah.
like I've kind of dipped my toe into Animal Crossing, which is so I love it. It's so cute. I like how they like don't speak English. They're like the
Yeah.
sounds that they make. That's really cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
oh, sorry.
Animal
One I would definitely recommend, which a lot of people would too, is Sims. So yeah.
oh, see,
Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up, but I thought you guys would rag on me for that. So
Oh no, yeah,
I
no.
mean, it's a game.
yeah, it's a video game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a history
love
with it.
Sims.
My sister got into actually this went further back. I think my cousin was really into it when I was younger. This was like before my sister was like born, and she was really into it. And that's how I learned about it. And then that's how my sister got into it. So after Sims 2 and up, my sister's gone back and forth with that game. So it's
She has
yeah.
all the expansion packs and stuff.
I think now the ones for like Sims 4 now, no, but for Sims 2, I don't know how she got. I don't know, but she got all of those. Yeah, and then 3, I don't know. 3 is like a whatever game, but 4 now is like pretty good now. So especially if you mod it. So
yeah.
yeah.
There's a
So
lot of
that's like what's going on with that. So yeah.
I know
Now
what
there is
Sims-
that other game. I can't remember the name of that one either, but it's like that. Is it Korean, Japanese? I'm not sure. But it's like a other life simulation game, and it's like giving Sims maybe 5 like a run for its money or something. I forgot what it was called too. I was gonna download it myself.
It's like a virtual life.
yeah.
genre.
It's like once I figure it out, I'll just blurt it out.
Is it
but-
Club Penguin?
Oh my gosh, that's iconic.
Yeah, Club
Oh,
Penguin was great
gosh.
back in the day.
Yes.
Those were some
And
different games.
I became a member when I was 10, and I got to buy my penguin clothes and hair, and then I got a puffle, and I was rubbing it into my cousin's face because I was just like, you're bald and you don't have clothes. Were y'all there when the iceberg tipped and everybody like stood on the edge of the iceberg and it finally tipped?
What?
It
What
was
does that
iconic.
mean?
It was iconic.
What?
Did you play Club Penguin?
I
growing up?
didn't. I was in other areas. I was playing Wizard 101 in like Toontown.
Wizard
Oh,
101 was
oh,
the
yeah.
classic, too.
Toontown.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop yapping, but y'all throwback. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's
that was a
crazy.
different era of
Yeah,
gaming.
it
Oh, man.
was. It
It's
definitely was.
evolution.
It was killing the home computer.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
destroying it,
No,
too.
you're so right. Okay, but I do want to get into Stop Killing Games. They kind of were giving me like a brief history a couple of days ago about what this is, and I'm interested to kind of speak more about it because it's currently happening right now, and it's impacting video games and digital media. So, first of all, can somebody explain what this movement is? Stop Killing Games or censorship or whatever.
So Stop Killing Games came about when there was a guy that started it. I don't remember his name. I wish I could figure out what his name was. Do you know it? Okay.
No, not at all.
There's a guy that started the movement. It's basically a push in the EU for
Okay.
trying to keep games from being decommissioned after a purchase. So, for example, The Crew was a game that a lot of people played, but it got shut down after they didn't want to pay for server and maintenance for the game itself, or
Yeah.
just stop supporting it.
Mm-hmm.
So they ended up killing the game, and then those people that paid $60 or more dollars with like DLC, whatever else,
Yeah.
once that game was dead, they have no way of accessing it. So the Stop Killing Games movement is ideally to make a end of life process for a game to where either the community can keep the game running, or it could be like just hand over server or dev tools to other people to like keep the game
Yeah.
running within the community.
Yeah, I think it was saying at least some versions I was hearing there like at least have like some kind of plan in place for
Right.
the end of a life of a game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because right now devs can literally just shut off a game and you can never play that game again. There's so many live service games nowadays.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
become the standard with everything being online.
Yeah, I think since this has become more of a thing because of like all the live service games.
Yeah, have you heard of Concord? That game
Yeah.
was out for like
Oh,
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then they immediately took it down because
Oh.
it was not very
Sales.
popular. So currently there is no way to play Concord. Concord was only existed for the product of like hundreds of people working on
14
it
days.
that went into it. Cannot be accessed anymore. No one can use it, play it. It
Yeah.
just doesn't
Wow.
exist anymore.
What are some other games?
By
that
the
are
way,
being-
sorry to interject. Ross
Yeah.
Scott is the person who
Ross
who
Scott.
Oh,
started
okay.
it.
Okay.
He started that movement in the EU, and so basically
Oh.
they were trying to push it towards Parliament to where they or the
How did the moms get involved?
That's
Like the
not that's
Australian
that's
moms.
a different thing.
Oh, it's different. Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
But
I'm a mother.
they're basically pushing it through their like Congress or Parliament of the European Union. They got enough signatures now that they have to respond accordingly.
Okay.
So it'll start going into like litigation process of like what's going to happen probably within 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
that's where it's at right now. The only concerns I think that they have right now of it being like not passable is they have to verify all the signatures are actually people from the EU. So like if you were American, you couldn't sign the petition to push it forward because you're
Oh.
not legally a part of that
Right.
citizenship.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you're in the EU and you're listening, then you have something to do. Go sign that.
Yeah, I don't know if that I don't know if that translates to us, but I think that might be just like an attitude we may want here in America.
Oh, we
on
definitely
those
want
games.
that here in America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We'll see if we can even. Right now, I don't think anything helpful is going on in the
Well,
legislative
yeah,
process.
The reason
Yeah.
it's
Well, at least
important-
that's not going to come up on the
The reason
board.
it's important for the EU to pass because
It does
game
trickle
developers
down.
aren't going to stop developing for the EU. They're just going to pass it on to us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's beneficial for everybody just in a consumer market.
Yeah, yeah. And plus it gives us some some thought on it too. It's like something that's been brought up and we will think about it here. So
Yeah.
That's just such an issue with games in general, is that they've been seen as such a disposable medium for such a long time that things like this can happen. I mean, there have been so many games, not even games that are just live service, that have been delisted over the years.
yeah.
Thinking off the top of my head, there's been a bunch of games that you just can't access anymore because of like licensing issues. Like
Yeah.
if two companies went into a video game together and one of them doesn't want to have to pay for the rights to it anymore, they just take that game off the store and no one
Yeah.
can buy it anymore.
Yeah.
You currently can't buy War or Fall of Cybertron, which are two Transformers games, because
Oh, dang.
Activision didn't want to have to pay for the license from Hasbro anymore. So you
Oh.
can't find any Transformers game on any market right now unless.
Wow. That
So it's
sucks.
currently there's no legal way to get any of those games. Spec Ops: The Line was a 2K game, I think. You can't legally buy that game anymore.
Yeah.
2K.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you not? I thought you could still
No,
get it.
can't get it anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
So
know
it's
that.
illegal to.
Well,
Well,
no
okay,
one's
if-
selling it.
If the slogan's going around that's
Yeah.
popularized right now is buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing.
Oh, okay.
So I
Okay.
mean, it's a gray area. Like,
Yeah.
if you can't have another means of purchasing it,
right.
people are gonna pirate it.
Yeah.
So-
right. yeah. Guess
yeah,
I'll be
even
doing
like
that.
legally
I mean-
owning it, I think it's not even like you technically like own it. It's like you get to keep your own copy. And I forgot how the legal wording goes around with that mostly, because like usually you're technically like license or whatever, buying the license to play a game
Yeah.
from the developer.
I think it was-
in order to play it. Like technically, yeah. That's why you have like that long old like
That's what
agreement
Steam
and stuff
is.
like that.
Steam is just a licensing software
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
for
Um,
video games.
Yeah.
I think Ubisoft had a
Gooby
Contra-
Yeah. Sorry.
it had a controversial terms and conditions in one of their games, but I think they've rolled it back now.
yeah. Yeah.
Ubisoft is a spineless game company.
They used to be good, but I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they still make games for people that I mean, it's just not really my thing anymore.
Mhm.
With a lot of Ubisoft games, I did enjoy a lot of them. Rainbow Six, when it was in its early days, I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Still a very good franchise, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's still solid.
it's hard
Yeah.
to find a good tactical ops like shooter nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
could have played Spec Ops, but that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Well, Spec Ops is more of like a story-driven game.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're a big fan of that game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The first time I played it was when a lot of shooters were just kind of like mindless war games, and I mean, the whole point of Spec Ops is it kind of twists it on the player and is kind of makes you reflect on who you're killing, like shooting.
Oh.
And there's also a aspect of like PTSD and other like
Ooh.
harmful things that are going
It's
on.
kind of like Apocalypse Now and Heart of Darkness. It's kind of like Apocalypse Now, except you're in like Dubai.
Okay, so how does this not affect our young boys? Because my little Kevin is 9, and I really don't agree with the violence, the PTSD, all that stuff. So I'm just curious. No, I'm joking, y'all. But no, genuinely, I'm curious. Like, how does this not affect young boys who are playing these games who have not hit puberty and their brain isn't developed? Like, people say that. No offense to gamers out there, but people say that gamers don't have any social skills, are weirdos, are kind of creepy, have the tendency to be more violent than others. This isn't backed up by research. This is just what people say.
Well, I will tell you one thing: gamers are probably the stupidest people in existence.
Yeah.
So you got that right. If you've ever heard of any gaming boycott attempt, you will know that gamers do not vote for their wallet. They do not understand anything. But
Yeah, that's why a lot of these companies struggle to make games for people sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah.
they don't even know what kind
Yeah,
of
they don't know what
feedback
they
you can
want.
get. Yeah.
But to further on your actual point, I don't think we've ever, given how long it's been, we haven't seen like an uptick in like violence because of video games. We haven't seen an uptick in like.
actually up to downward. No,
I feel like if there was anything that these people could latch onto, because we have people now who are like trying to latch onto violence and sex in video games, which has always been like a culture shock thing. It's been that way in movies. I mean, we had the Hays Code for the longest time. If there was any like actual proof, we would have seen it by now,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
like they would have latched onto it to like kind of say, hey, here, this proves our point, but we haven't really had anything substantial.
I mean, I looked into some studies to see if there was any correlation that had been found within the past 10 years. The only studies I had seen where it was like quite shaky with the experiments were like back in 2010, 2011. There were different like colleges studying to see if there was any increased aggression in young adults when playing video games, and it came out to really be inconclusive.
Oh.
Actually, now a lot of studies are showing that gaming can be positive for children within, like, outside of addiction.
Reason. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So
you
what
know,
you're
Yeah.
saying is I should play video games.
exactly, not that. But it's been positive as far as like reaction time, pattern learning skills, like being able to solve puzzles and think outside of the box
Problem
to try to
solve.
figure something out.
Yeah.
And it goes with the game. So
Okay. Yeah.
there's different games that have different things for it. So like,
Right.
if you're playing an FPS game, your reaction time is going to be faster because you're looking for the person that's coming around the corner.
Right.
If you're playing puzzle games, like you can start learning patterns of like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I did this and this before, so if we're gonna build on that, then I guess we do this, and
Mm-hmm.
that works.
Mm.
So it's kind of like, it seems to be a positive thing outside of being addicted to video games.
Right.
And addiction's a touchy subject. when it
Yeah.
goes into that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I guess too much of anything is bad. But
Yeah.
And I think on
Yeah.
a cultural note, just since like gaming's been around so long and the audiences is like curated and stuff like that, now there's like so many people that are like gamers and stuff, like it hasn't become like before. Yeah, that's right. Like that's like a much older like perception of like how gamers were like locked in their basement and but now it's like chill dudes. Like it really is. Like you have like a bunch of people. I think we can kind of think we could kind of think Steam, but sorry, not Steam, Twitch, but we could probably think YouTube a little bit more for the people who just like do like playthroughs and stuff like that to make gaming like cool again. Because like even like your
That's
interest
true.
probably came from like watching like someone really funny on YouTube to go like play this
Yeah.
game and
my
stuff like that.
cousins. Shout out to my cousins.
Yeah,
Mike
yeah.
and Frankie.
Yeah,
Y'all
it-
met him.
yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
We have. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been to the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's just much more like, at least now, like before, because I mean, I used to play them. Obviously, I played it like my whole life, but like the reception of gamers then to now is a bit different. I think there's probably obviously like, I mean,
Well, it's
older-
just gone more mainstream. with
Yeah, it's more
anything.
mainstream, yeah.
It's kind of like nerd culture's come into like.
yeah, it's
uh,
became cool.
yeah, it's
though.
cool now.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, for example, you have a bunch of shows that are coming out about video game stories,
Literally.
like Last of Us. You have
Yes.
Twisted Metal also.
Fallout. That's,
Fallout.
like,
yeah.
the biggest
Fallout's
show,
great.
right?
Right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's a
Halo show.
yeah. Okay.
Oof. yeah. Bring it back, guys. Yeah.
Well, okay. On while we're on this topic, how many hours do you guys average playing video games? And also, what do you think the limit should be for every day?
I'm not answering personal questions.
I'm calling timeout.
I think honestly, I think it goes with it's your own perception.
Okay.
If gaming is taking over your life to a point where you're not able to interact in social situations, or
Right.
like you're skipping your job and like not going to work ever.
Yeah.
Like if you're not responsible enough if you're not being responsible in the sense of like you can take care of yourself or another person
Yeah.
or whatever you need to have duty over, like
Right.
whatever you need to work with.
Right.
I mean, addiction, like I said,
Yeah.
is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what would be my average hours. It's probably on the higher end,
Okay.
but it's usually like I'll play games at the end of the day
Mm-hmm.
once my girlfriend's asleep. Like everything's
Yeah.
like put away,
Right.
did everything.
All
I
your
need to
life
do.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Life comes first, then
Right.
games come second.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
just a
Yeah, it's
side
a hobby.
just as a side tangent, I don't know, like I've always seen games as like more like just like the same medium as like, if you watch a movie, like you could just play a game for an hour, or like you can watch
Exactly.
watch a TV show, or like you go hang out with friends, like you could just be on a Discord server and play some game together kind of thing.
Exactly.
So I've seen those things as like the same thing. I don't think there's like some malicious or extra special. I was like, no, it's basically what we want to do anyway, like be with friends or like watch something cool. Or,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's always like
Yeah.
the guy
Yeah.
who veggies out on his couch and watches TV all day, and like,
Yeah.
that's the equivalent for video games.
Yeah.
It's a stereotype. It's a stereotype.
Yeah, and I think like gone are the days of trying to say like, oh, you just watch and sit movies all day. And it's like, well, actually, we might actually think
Yeah,
you're cool. It's
yeah.
like, dude, are you Tarantino? Like, oh my gosh, bro. But yeah, but I think it's just gaming is much more new, and also like a little bit more future headed too, because now we have VR and like
Oh, yeah.
this is gonna help. Like it's very adaptable. Like it's gonna help train people for like military and
Oh,
a whole
That's
bunch
crazy.
of yeah, because they're gonna use VR to.
To be honest, yeah,
mean,
that's a good idea.
yeah, that's a
It-
thing. That's
it
the
is
thing.
being used for
What a
like
good idea.
policing too.
Yeah,
Like,
policing,
that's a
yeah.
whole thing.
Wow.
With like training.
that's scary.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're not like conventional video games. It's usually like
Oh yeah,
on
no,
screen,
yeah,
like-
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I was like, that's not
Yeah.
gonna mix well
They're,
with the
like,
police.
they're
Oh,
not-
it's a video game.
We're making the police play Ready or Not.
Yeah, right. That would be awful.
Put down
That's
your gun.
scary.
No.
What was that one clip of that person playing Ready or Not, and they just like shoot
Bro.
a hostage because
Oh,
they shot
yeah.
to talk back to him?
Well, there was that. You also have like
Dude.
people pull out cell phones really quick in that game, and you have to like not shoot because you're trying to like save everybody. Ideally, to get a perfect score in that game
Yeah.
is to not kill anybody at all.
Yeah.
And then to have a really good score but not perfect is only taking down the like terrorist, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, something that I just like is not sitting right with me is how they're using it for police officers, which is, I mean, it's
They're
creative.
not. That's what we were saying. It's
Oh.
not ready or not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
they are not doing that. Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
That's
okay,
crazy.
okay,
Um,
That
okay.
is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
was like,
That
Let
is
me-
not
that-
the standard.
Let me
It's
be
a little
let me be
scary.
super precise. So what usually happens, especially
Okay.
in like the military, it's going to be like a simulation, and like this is a totally different program. Actually, the cool thing you want to know, like Arma 3 is like a military simulation turned into game kind of thing. But it's like they don't care about no graphics or anything. It's just more so about like simulating a battleground without
Okay.
having to actually simulate. Like yo, bro,
Yeah.
this bomb's gonna go off. I need you to jump. Like no, like
Right,
we can
right,
make
right.
we can make a virtual bomb. You
Yeah.
can virtually jump.
A virtual.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Virtually die. Okay.
I see
Virtually
why you
die.
had that pause of concern there
Yeah.
when you thought that no.
No. When you play Call of Duty, you're actually enlisted to the U.S. Army. And
I believe that.
Sorry, y'all. I'm learning. Yeah.
yeah, I'm a
okay.
sergeant major.
I
Okay.
served 5 tours of recruits.
You weren't there. Where, sir? No, you weren't there.
Okay. I have another question. With the Australian mom group that
yeah.
Dylan was talking about,
No.
where is that now? Where, for those of you who don't know?
That's for the visa thing. So sorry, that's like a
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have some information about that recently. I have an update.
Yeah,
on
like
that.
where are we currently, like right now?
Okay,
with it?
so
Well, actually, recap because this is the visa
wanna
transaction
Okay,
thingy.
so
Yeah.
just
tell
a
you where we're at.
just a quick recap. Shout is the Australian moms group that started trying to censor video games for children. The idea behind it was anything that is explicit, they don't want kids getting their hands on it and being able to purchase it with whatever.
Right.
Like Mom's
Yeah.
Carters. I don't know what the whole idea behind it is.
Yeah.
But I think you can elaborate on that.
Oh yeah, so essentially it was just any NSFW kind of content for like any sexual content for games. They wanted to essentially get removed. So a lot of Visa started because they were getting a lot of pressure campaign from the moms group. They were kind of pushing Visa to get these games off these platforms by denying service to them. So Visa started pressuring other game sites like itch.io, Valve, and a bunch of games got delisted. But it turns out it's not even just games with sexual content. It's anything that might be potentially questionable.
The lines are so blurry that a lot of especially smaller gaming studios don't want to take the risk of
Yeah.
being taken down or just don't want to get sued.
Right.
So they'll take down the games themselves.
So, for example, an indie game that's kind of like a story game that doesn't have any sexual content, a game called like Mouthwashing. I don't know if you've heard anything about it.
We can hear that.
I should just let y'all know I have Taco Bell and I'm
Munch.
hungry, so I'm just.
This is not sponsored by Taco Bell.
Ethan, continue. I'm sorry.
No,
Couldn't hold it.
we got the
any longer.
mukbang segment going. She was talking about doing a mukbang segment earlier. This
I
is
got
our
Taco Bell for everybody.
equivalent of it.
So.
But
We will do.
there's a game called Mouthwashing that mentions sexual assault in it. There's no visual of that at all. There's no any sexual content in that game. It's like just a game about like people, but
Yeah.
it's like a story game. But because that even had the idea of sexual content in it, that game got delisted.
Yeah.
So that's
Eliminated.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, where's the line getting drawn here? What are we talking
Yeah.
about? And is that going to go into like violence in video games? Is GTA going to get censored? Is like Mortal Kombat going to get taken down? Are we not going to be able to buy those because allegedly children could buy it? And then Visa was saying like it wasn't us. We only talk about illegal content, not we don't want to be associated with legal content.
Yeah.
But then Valve reached back out and they're like, we heard from Visa directly, and they're saying it's not just illegal content; it's anything that might harm our brand.
Didn't y'all say there was like only one person behind this or something, or am I making that up? Like there wasn't
No.
really anybody supporting.
You're thinking of something else.
Oh yeah, that's something different.
We
yeah.
we won't bring that up.
We're not.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We won't say
That's
that.
off topic.
Yeah, but I would say like this is just like it is. It's not really regressive, honestly. The fight of like censorship in media in general, not just video games, has always been like back and forth.
It is regressive.
Yeah, it kind of is, and because like especially with like movies, we've moved past Haze, we moved past all this. Like now we're in like probably in a pretty cool spot. But as for gaming, like the GTA has gone through so many lawsuits. These like to be like potentially censored again from like Australian moms. Probably maybe at least for I think it'll just be another hump. It's just like something you just work through again. But to see this like happen, it's just like if anything annoying at worst, like WTF. Like I don't know why. Yeah, because it's just like just trying to censor. It's just probably not responsibly trying to actually like keep kids safe. Like trying to do this like more so just top down removal rather than like let's actually just make sure like we put a system in place. Make the system work in a way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So in general, would you guys agree with? I mean, obviously keeping children safe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but with less ramifications, I guess.
I would say it's more towards the parent to censor their
And
child from
parent
anything
their
like
child,
that.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's really
yeah.
what it all comes
Right,
down to.
right.
Ideally, like we wouldn't have to deal with kids getting their hands on something that's inappropriate for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't think censoring the world is the way to do that. I
Yeah.
feel like there's still freedoms that we should have
Yeah.
to
That's a good
play what we
point.
want.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
And I think it's just like censorship in general is just a whole thing of like means as far as like where you put your line at basically. Obviously we don't want 6-year-olds to get mature,
Yeah.
But also you don't have to be 25 to like learn what violence is, Like
Right,
we could
right.
like we put the line for a good spot where we think it is now.
Yeah.
And so just trying to like either like push it past that or something just could seem like, a little excessive in a way, yeah. So
Also,
see
hot take, there's a way of keeping your child from seeing content that you don't want them to see. It's
True.
called watching what your child consumes and
Yeah.
being a parent.
yeah. I
I
think
know it's a very foreign concept, but
yeah. I was literally at
Yeah.
GameStop like yesterday and there was like there was literally like the whole it wasn't a situation, but it was literally like little I don't know how old she was, but her and like her dad was there and they were talking about which games to play and she already intuitively knew like, okay, we need to find something that's like teen rated. I like to play. She knows about M rated games and stuff like that, but she like hey, look, they're communicative parents. They're like, no, we're gonna get this, that, and the other. So I was like, wow, the systems that work. But
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, that's the way we've tended to work, and I think as long as that works, I think it's like fine. So if there's like something drastically wrong with it, which I don't think there's any reason for us to think that, like at least from what I don't know, from what I see now,
It just seems like you're trying to patch a ship that isn't sinking. It seems fine.
it's a nothing
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, before we go out, is there any games right now, in spirit of anti-censorship, any games right now that you would currently be recommending? Anything you're playing right now? Anything you want to talk about or bring up?
I'll go first here. Ready or Not is one of mine. It's a great time with friends. It's pretty explicit as it is, but it's a great game. It's really fun. And actually, like trying to play it seriously, you kind of realize how scary it is to be like a SWAT member because there are things like happening constantly around you.
People running around the corners with knives is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like just civilians kicking open doors in front of you.
Yeah.
Terrifying. But
Why would you do
It's a
that?
civilian.
yeah, so Ready or Not's a great one. I love that. Finals is another game that
Finals
I
is
am
great.
Yeah, that's
super
very good.
like I am enjoying. I've been playing that with you, and that's one of those games. It's kind of become less popular, but I mean, it's fun for what it is. I love the game. Straftat is another one. It's free on Steam if you want to go get it. It used to be a 1v1 shooter. Now it is up to 4 players, so you can do 2v2 or free for all.
Oh wow. Okay.
So a lot
Very
of fun.
nice.
It's more akin to a movement shooter, I guess, or like an arena shooter. So that would be my 3 games that I would bring up.
I'm trying to think what I'm playing right now. I love the finals.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I've been playing the Battlefield 6 beta. That's been pretty fun.
Battlefield 6 beta is great.
I'm actually looking forward to that now because of how bad COD has gotten. I don't know if you guys saw, but they started adding what was it, Nicki Minaj to Call of Duty now.
Oh, I think
Beavis and Butthead
yeah, they're
were in the
on
new
the
Call of
they're on the Battle Pass grind now.
It's
Um,
crazy.
yeah.
So
Same with
that's-
Seth Rogen.
So now
Yeah.
this is
Why are
now,
y'all hating on Nicki Minaj?
Oh, we're not.
Oh no, sorry, I love her.
nothing
Yeah, I
against
love
her.
yeah, I
I'm
love
kidding,
her.
I'm
Sorry,
kidding,
yeah.
I'm
Nothing against her. It's just, I mean, it is what it is. It's
Yeah,
Call of
yeah.
Duty. Who really cares? But
Oh,
and-
sorry. I have no problem with Nicki Minaj. No, that's I was.
I'm just visually like it's just Nicki Minaj and like a
Oh no,
with
well,
a gun and
Yeah.
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 Oh
No,
okay.
like you could be Nicki
All right,
Minaj
Nicki.
in the game. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And my last one I have to say is
What?
ignore
Hell yeah.
Nicki Minaj. But I'd have to say my last one's Mouthwashing. You can still get it on Steam. Get it before it's gone. It's a good story game. It deals with some deep subject, but it's a really good game.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I think for me, I have been, I don't know, pretty quiet with games right now. I've been going back to my Dota ground and said, don't play that game, please.
Fake game.
Yeah. Actually, I will use this time to talk about the Dota effect real quick. So there's been this weird phenomenon where, like, as you can see, Dota has, like, a huge positive rating on there, but not a lot of people play it because of, like, the high skill gap. I mean, we're just talking about, like, casual gaming and stuff. So it's, like, it's this really weird thing where, like, we'd rather, like, watch games. My dad, like, rants about it every now and then, like, why do you guys just watch games? You just sit in there and just watch. Like, what do you mean? Like, and I was like, I don't know. Like, it's nice to see, like, someone, like, who's highly skilled to kind of do the things that I guess you couldn't do in a way. That sounds bad. But, I mean, it's kind of, I guess it's kind of true. But, like, to kind of see, like, actually, no, sorry. Take that back. Sports. No one can play basketball, but they love seeing, like, Steph Curry cross someone up, So it's kind of like that same thing, but with gaming. So
Oh, like vicariously living through.
yeah. So I wouldn't recommend that game though. So sorry. But what I would do, I have been trying to play my Cyberpunk, so I would definitely give you that one. If you guys are if you like my kind of things, my top things are obviously like Civilization and stuff like that. But there's this small little game I play like all the time. It's called Captain of Industry, and so it's like it is like. Actually, sorry, yeah, Factorio fans, come with me, play that game, that kind of thing. And lastly, it would be Age of Wonders. So my Civ fans, if you like D&D and you like XCOM and you like taking over people with like small hands but like big bodies, like it comes together. It's great.
I'm gonna have to try that out.
Yes.
That sounds fun.
It's amazing. It's magic. It's this, that, and the other. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, D&D and Civ is something. It's a sleeper.
Yeah.
It's very, very positive rating on Steam, but it is a sleeper.
Yeah, I love Civ anyways, so that would be one for me to check out.
Yes.
What about you, Christina?
And for me, if anybody likes story games like me, I mentioned this earlier, Amanda the Adventurer. Just check it out. It's about this little girl who gets trapped in a video game. Her consciousness is trapped in a video game. It's based off of Dora the Explorer, basically, and stuff. And so she's trying to get out of the game. You're solving a mystery, essentially.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you guys all for being here today. This has been a very productive talk.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We've had a lot of video
I
games
learned a
talk.
lot.
We're
Thank you again,
gamers.
Dylan, for being our guest on today's podcast.
It was an honor.
He's never coming back.
And if you want to get in contact with Dylan, here is his cell phone number. Here is his security number. Here is his
Cut that.
address. Here is...
This is where he lives.
All right. Thank you guys all for watching. This has been Off Air Podcast. Have a good night.